Put Lewis Nix back there with him.
All right, we're back with the BarroomBlitz.com. We got all the boys in the house. We got some new guys here tonight.
2 new guys.
Mr. Hagenbach. He's done a good job for a young buck.
Lock Haven's finest.
Lock Haven's finest.
Haven's finest.
You know
The
it.
Haven.
Mr. Tim Clancy down there, our Notre Dame guy. We might get him back every now and then.
I don't know about Clancy. You're too tight with Clancy. All right?
Casey Clancy, you know?
That's
Casey
Gabby's
Clancy.
offensive coordinator.
Who's?
Gabby's offensive coordinator.
Christ. Now I see the connection.
And baseball coach nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Now a baseball coach, too.
I must have did something right. She won the, second place in the punt, pass, and kick?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're taking credit for that?
Me and Jimmy.
Oh, my God.
All of a sudden, he's stepping on my toes now.
Yeah,
you
obviously.
might have to get to the back of the bus.
Wait,
Did
I
he
do,
pay
I
for
do,
the
I do
lessons or
recall.
you? Did he pay for the lessons or did
Cheeks.
you?
No, I do recall. Every time I got to practice, he's there early with both of his kids practicing. He does it.
We hit the ball,
right.
Cheeks. That's what we do. We hit.
That's how I hit, and I was fast.
All right, well, that's our favorite segment of the This is our favorite segment of the show. It's a couple of you guys. We're going to start off with Mr. Clancy. Give me a beef about sports. This is world in sports.
The beef I got to go is the Heisman Trophy. It's just, it should just be called the Best Offensive Player Award. It just always goes to the top offensive player. And it's usually always a quarterback. It is a running back sometimes, but it's just, I don't know. I just think it's a travesty.
I know. I don't know what you're saying, but I think Teo would have won it if he would have done something in the last 3 games. I know he had the interception in USC, but if he had an interception for a touchdown, it would have pushed him over. And I know they were pushing for him because of his story and the 107 tackles and the 7 interceptions and stuff. But I'll side with the offensive side with the 43 touchdowns or 42 touchdowns that he had. I mean, it was great. Plus, he had the big win against Alabama, which was huge. I just think those last games, even the Wake Forest game or the Boston College game, Teo had to have 12 or 13 tackles.
Right.
Something where wow, he just took control of the game.
Can I have a definition of the Heisman? What is the Heisman?
He's supposed to be a top college player. I don't know why. I still remember the year that Orlando Pace didn't win. I think he should have won it.
Oh, absolutely. Now, they're also at the Maxwell Award is the best college player. That's what the Maxwell Award is. So they have the Maxwell Award and the Heisman Award. It usually goes hand in hand, but it doesn't. Usually someone wins the Heisman and someone else
They
wins
split
the
them up,
Maxwell Award.
so take care of both ends.
When you're up for 8 awards and you bring home 7,
Right.
I don't care. You're the best damn player in the nation,
Right.
whether it's offense or defense. That's just my opinion. But at the same time, Johnny Manziel Johnny Football played great year.
Yeah.
What he doing in 2 big losses that he had all season? He was up at halftime and he shit the bed and threw 3 picks in the second half of both games.
And they were bad losses too.
That's tough. Come on, Johnny Football. You can't talk bad about Johnny Football.
And they won't give it to him again though. He's done.
If he plays like he did this past year,
Yeah.
you might have to.
I think
The Penn State guy's up for it next year because what's his name taught him so well. What the hell is it? McHugh? Jimmy?
McGloin.
He graduated.
Yeah,
Johnny
he's
McGee?
gonna- He's
Graduate.
going to graduate.
He's going to come back.
All right, Mr. Hagenbach, you're up. Alex.
Do you have one? Do you
Yeah,
have
I thought of one. All right, I'm not coming at our team, but
Come at them. Come at them bastards.
I have beef with Jerry Jones.
Oh, come on.
And
What,
I don't
another bad plastic surgery?
Him and Jay Ratliff in the locker room going at it each other,
Yeah.
and he just had surgery, and he won't be back for the season. But I think he should step down as general manager of the Dallas Cowboys.
You think?
Well, he should have did that, but he's not gonna.
Never.
No, he's never
He's
going
got
to.
too
Do you have a problem with that guy being on the sidelines yesterday?
I don't. Because not when I hear, and I heard before that the Browns' parents, they were really close friends.
Right, and they were.
And the Browns' parents wanted him there, but if I was him, I wouldn't have been on the sideline.
Do you think they should have just kept him in a box or something?
I
Or?
got him
Yeah.
drunk in the back with a couple white girls and let him moose around because he's going to go to prison and have all kinds of. He's going to get beat up.
It's a PR nightmare having a guy on the sideline.
Yeah,
it's not a real good move.
It wasn't
you
a
know
smart
how
move.
the way television is, they're right on him.
Absolutely.
They
With social
were a
media
few
and everything.
times.
Sure, I mean he had to go through that game. Don't show him smiling, don't show him with having any good time. I mean he killed his best friend.
And that's what they're showing. They're showing him he's palling around with the guys. Just like, dude, you just killed somebody on your stupid decision.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Jerry, but back to his thing, his main point.
Jerry
Jerry
Jones.
Jones, he owns it, and he's going to do it.
Exactly.
And he did that
Yeah,
interview, and he
exactly.
even criticized himself, but he says,
No,
"I'm
he
not going to
doesn't.
change it."
No, he's not going
You
to.
know?
Dude, with
And-
the way he is, he would fire his own son. That's what's his son do for them anyway?
Well,
He's
hand
what
in
is it,
hand, I don't
operation
know.
of football or something like that?
Yeah.
Football operation.
Well, there was a time when Parcells left, Dan Reeves
Yeah.
They hired Dan Reeves.
He was a consultant, right?
They had him in an office, and Dan Reeves thought he was actually going to have control. Well, it lasted a week. Dan Reeves
Right.
left because he knew he had
nothing to do.
Yeah.
He was just there because he was
It was just-
former quarterback.
And it was kind of going to just show that, oh, look, I'm hiring him to do this. And he left. Dan Reeves left. And
Yeah.
and I thought, man, wow, maybe they're going to make him the GM.
What do you think? Do you think there's anything that would change that? Like, say,
Yeah, Jerry.
he
has
was
a
like
short-
heavy in
His
the
own team,
Terrell
yeah.
Owens thing.
You
and
know who will?
What?
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. He loves Sean Payton.
If that
Cowboy
happens,
guy.
don't be surprised. He's got ties, you know.
Oh, his family lives in Dallas, though. Sean Payton's family. So.
Yeah.
But he's going to live and die with
Saints.
Jason Garrett.
Oh,
I think. Yeah.
because that's his handpicked guy.
And
you know.
I don't know. Dougie said he guaranteed Sean Payton's not going to be back with the Saints.
Well, Sean Payton's going to go back. He's not going to go back with the Saints.
Dougie guaranteed it yesterday, but of course that's Dougie.
There's no way. He's coming back. He's definitely coming back with the Saints.
Just
I think
telling
he
you
will.
They
what
just
Doug
can't negotiate
Schmaltz
anything
said.
until his suspension's up.
Right. I think
All
he'll be
right,
back.
you got a beef, Cheeks? Let's see what you got here. Let's see.
Pete Carroll up by 30. Listen, that is really ignorant. Pete Carroll up by 30 points, fake punt.
Scumbag move.
What's wrong with that? Run it up.
The shit.
Run it up.
And Pete Carroll, he bitches about, didn't he yell at Harbaugh and Stanford when he beat the shit out of him and
Yeah,
Harbaugh
sure.
ran it up?
Right.
I mean, Pete Carroll, I hate that they're successful. I wanted him to lose because he sucked with the Jets. I can't stand that guy.
It's all right. He gives Reggie Bush money when he's in college, and then he just leaves when he knows that hammer's
They
coming down.
all do that shit. Yeah,
Aye,
they all.
there's
Jimmy
always
Johnson,
something going
yeah,
on
Jimmy
behind the
Johnson
scenes.
couldn't wait to get out of Miami because he knew that was going to go on. That was like a godsend. I mean, all of them are corrupt except for, of course, Notre Dame.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, can't
Exactly. All
Notre
we do
Dame,
is drink.
except for Notre Dame.
All we do is drink.
Except for Notre Dame and all Golick's kid and Golick and all this bullshit and
Gold's one kid's good. His other kid's bad.
All right, my turn.
Manti Te'o's hair dresses up in the thing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have the Hawaiian Lays for the national
Oh, is
championship.
he Hawaiian? I thought he was Indian.
No, he's
Oh,
lying.
yeah, he's Hawaiian.
There's no
All
good
right,
Hawaiian
here's my
players.
beef. All right, I got a lot of them tonight. All right, it's been building up in me. NFL, if you go to 14 or 16 teams for the playoffs, you're idiots, and add another
Oh.
2 games. I am
Oh.
telling you now.
No, it's great.
No
Dallas
one's
can make it.
whatever they want to add. They move
Eagles
to
still
14 teams, 16 teams. That means you're going to get 7 and 9,
And you're
8 and 8 teams,
Yeah, you will.
and then someone's going to get a lucky playoff win and knock out one of the good teams. But I'm telling you, you go to that 18 game schedule, and I have said this before on this show. You go to 18 games, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a relief pitcher playing a game at a conference. And you're gonna go spend money to go see. You're gonna fly down to Dallas to see Dallas play some game because you can get a cheaper ticket. And you're gonna get there, and you're gonna have Kyle Orton starting the game because they don't need to win it.
Yep.
And you're gonna get teams to just lose games just so they're gonna start rest. They're gonna pull San Antonio Spurs and rest their starters. It's exactly what's gonna happen. Quarterbacks will not last in this league playing 18 games, and you don't need to. That's what makes it the best teams make it to the playoffs now in the NFL. You get
Well,
to
why would they do it, Jimmy?
money.
Money.
Exactly.
2 extra games and then an extra
Money
playoff game for
changes
every team.
Everything.
I understand. I said, but
Made
you
that
got
song. There was a song like that. Money changes.
it's too much, Goodell. I don't know. I'm losing faith in you, Goodell. You lost all your bounty cases. You lost everything. You're losing it all.
Yeah, Roger Goodell he's getting old, isn't he?
Yeah.
People are starting to criticize.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? He's what?
People are starting to criticize and
Oh,
Yeah, I said because he was the hammer, but now he's like, it's not working for him anymore
No,
because he's losing.
no,
He's losing
you're
faith
right.
in the players and
You just changed your schedule with having the interleague the interdivision games at the end of the season. That's a great idea because it keeps them from resting their players.
right.
Now you want to go away from what you just put in place 3 or 4
I said,
years
but
ago.
what's best about the NFL players? So you have to be pretty good. I mean, the Seahawks got in the playoffs the other year at 7-9. That's like a fluke, you
Yeah.
know, because of a goofy
Then they went
tiebreaker,
big in
and that was just a bad division.
Right.
But I mean, you're just going to add too many bad teams in the playoffs, and it's just going to be a waste to watch a playoff game. On Wild Card Weekend will be nothing. Now at least it's something.
See, I'm
Yeah.
old enough to remember when they. How did they have it, Hagenbach? They had one. They had,
Wait a second, you're old enough to remember, but you
well,
can't
no, I
remember.
know they had, did they have one wild card and then they upped it to 2, right?
Right, they just have one wild card.
And then they upped it to 2. That was in the 80s.
80s, and then they went
I
to.
know people bitched about that. That how are we letting a team in here? And
Right.
I know the year they did it, one team was like 8-8 and they got in.
Right.
And And you know what? At that time, that wild card would never win. But now,
Now look what happened. Steelers.
right?
Look at the Giants.
Now you got
done it.
you got wild card teams that are winning.
Right.
You got the Giants.
I understand
Steelers.
that, but I'm saying
You know
you
what I
don't.
mean?
That's how
It's
you
when
want a
you're
7-9
hot.
team having a chance to win the Super Bowl.
They're playing 3 straight road games and getting in the
But
Super
if they
Bowl.
can
Right.
beat the teams in front of them,
They don't deserve to be in there. They didn't do nothing the whole regular. That makes the regular season, like hockey and basketball, useless. Why play the games and why pay $100 for a seat?
you're true.
Yeah.
I agree with both sides.
Yeah, you don't. You're out.
Bring another beef up.
35 bowl games, Cheeks. 35 bowl games. There's
Now,
a
they have
team,
to win 6 games. It's okay.
6 and 7. Georgia Tech is playing in a bowl game.
If they have 5
And there's
games in a
there's
tie,
one
they're
team out there that's 8-3 or 8-4, Louisiana Tech, that they turned down the bowl because they thought they were going to get a better one,
Yep.
and they're not playing.
Wow.
And Kutztown isn't in
Whatever.
one of them, or Las
And
Vegas.
Hey, we won
North-
our first game in 5 years.
Northern Illinois is playing in the Orange Bowl.
North Illinois.
Yeah.
Because nobody else was allowed.
Whatever, because
Right.
some stupid non-BCS
Yeah,
best
didn't they have to
record
finish,
team.
like 16th
And
or
the
higher?
Orange Bowl.
Yeah,
is
they're
happy as
16.
hell.
Yeah,
They're
they're
happy
16.
as hell for that. I
Yeah,
bet.
because they're making $8 million or $12 million to go to the
They
game.
get,
I
they get an
question-
allotment of 17,000 tickets. They're not even going to be able to get rid of 4.
Well, that's
What?
another thing. These
I
small
bet you
bowls.
they all sell out. I bet you all them bowl games sell out.
Which ones?
All of them.
No,
I'll bet you.
no, they've had problems. All them cheesy bowl games.
They already said they
They
have
give
issues.
free Doritos.
They say the
chips and
teams
shit.
lose
They're good.
money. Teams lose money going there because they have to
Really?
spend so much. I didn't know that, but they have to pay. You know, like when the players get like a
Yeah,
PlayStation
yeah.
in the bag, the
Yeah.
school has to pay for that
Really?
because it's considered a gift. You
Yeah,
give the
right.
school. So I thought it was all sponsors just giving the
Nah,
kids
I
some.
thought, yeah.
It's not. The schools have to pay for that.
Well, they have to
Then they have
pay
to pay for their
flight
band to come. They have
and
to pay.
the flight, yeah.
You know, it's great. If you don't, like some of the schools, if you don't make, like Ohio State when they won the national championship, lost $3 million because, you know, they might have got, I think it was $16 million or $14 million in the payout for the game. Problem is they have to split the $14 million amongst 12 schools in their division, so they only get $1 million. They spent
Really?
more going in to get everybody down there.
That's
All right, they're selling
complicated.
memorabilia. They're fine.
All right.
That's complicated.
Another
Right.
beef. Great sports debate. One of my all-time favorite shows is just trash anymore.
bad.
They brought it back, and
bad.
I thought it was going to be some. It's horrible. They have Kyle Scott writes for Crossing Broad, and I'll call him out because I'll tell you,
Crossing who? Is that the
crossingbroad.com.
hooker that walks down Broad Street?
Well, if you read his articles, you know I'm not.
I've seen a
He's one of those like
crossing
trashy
broad, she's
type.
waving at me.
He's like a blog. You'll see him if you hook up with him on Facebook. You get like
And
articles,
he's
but a
on
lot of
there?
it's like trashy stuff.
He's on there?
He's on the Great Sports Debate last week. He doesn't even wear a collar. He wears a T-shirt that says "Remember '83" for the six. A gray T-shirt that he bought off of one of them Bark Tees thing on.
I hate when people wear sweatshirts on a
Yeah,
good show.
bull
like that.
crap. Wore a plain T-shirt. How can you go on TV on you know?
You know who annoys me? Rhea annoys me.
She sucks too, and
mean,
you know they're
she don't
stupid,
make no
and they're
sense.
copying our crap. They copy the whole show,
Well, G.
Chief.
Cobb, he's going to be on there probably. Shagnon will be on.
Yes.
Pete will show up on the show, for Christ's sake. Who knows?
And my last beef of the night, the 76ers
Oh, the last
are
one?
total frauds for
Oh.
making that big trade for Andrew Bynum. They knew he wasn't going to play,
Stupid.
and they didn't say until they sold all them single game tickets that he wasn't going to play,
But
and now
he
he's not
can
going to play
make
the
a
whole
6'9"
year.
Spare. He can make a 6'9"
Yeah,
spare.
and
so
hang
keep
out with the
him on there.
strippers at the
He's-
Penthouse Club.
Well, I'd hang out
There's
with
nothing
strippers,
wrong with
too.
that. Not that there's something wrong with that, Andrew.
They
I'm
were
sorry.
massaging
Just put
his
the phones
knee.
away. Don't get the pictures with the girl.
They were
get a
massaging
driver.
his knee and they hit the wrong thing. Because you know them black guys are.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming this week.
It's, yeah.
I think we had a good time back in. We'll try. I'll see what we can do Sunday morning if we can, or
This Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
This Sunday morning.
This December 23rd.
December 23rd.
Can you handle that?
Remember, you're going to tie on a load right into Christmas Eve. Remember?
No, he wants to be here Christmas Eve.
I was going to stay for 2 days if Debbie don't come get me.
Well, he can stay. You can stay over at Hagenbach's.
They don't want me for this.
Neither do I. All right. Well, thank you guys for showing up this week. I
All
hope
right.
you'll come back.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
And
having
we'll be
me.
right
Thanks for having
back.
me. Thanks for
Alex
having
is
me.
here for how long? How long are you here?
3-4 weeks.
Till January 28th.
Oh, we got
Start
3 or
out.
4
There you
shows
go.
in there. You better polish up on your Notre Dame history.
January 28th.
That's when classes start back up.
What the hell are you going to do till
Alan.
then? Eat all Hagenbach's food, for Christ's sake. That's what you're going to do.
No doubt.
Cheesesteaks are only $2.50 downstairs, Hagenbach. I got
Fill
some
'em up.
quarters. I can lend you some quarters.
Don't forget to read Clancy's Corner. I'm sure he's going to have a.
Clancy, pleasure to meet you, Clancy. Get the hell out of here,
I did grab your hand now.
That's fine. Clancy was great.
Yeah.
You got to tell me when guys come like that, all right? Because, you know.
Well, he showed up at least when I tell him.
That's why I know.
Yeah, he shows up. See, these guys show up. You just come when you feel like
He
it.
thinks somebody
You
actually
and the
watches this
prima
damn
donna
thing.
Dougie show up when you feel like it.
That's right.
We'll be right back. We'll see you next
No,
week.
we won't be back.
We're not coming back tonight. I can't handle it.
23rd, 8 in the morning, fresh.
8 in the
right
morning.
here.
Drinking Bud Lights like there's no
8 in the
tomorrow.
morning, fresh. We got to vacuum downstairs before we
Tailgate party. We'll see you next week for some more Barroom Blitz.
.com.